It's wonderful to be here. These are exciting times in education, and what a wonderful audience. Thank you for coming out to honor our students and your children. It's a great opportunity to learn in this time, especially when critical skills are needed in education, and nursing is certainly one of those. In most educational programs, there's a kind of threshold challenge, and then there's kind of a celebratory moment after that. And these are important rituals that help us figure out where we are in our journey. In law school, that first threshold is the first year where you have to endure really rigorous examinations and questions posed to you specifically, and you have to answer in front of the whole group, et cetera. So we survive that, and then the second year student is somehow a little more confident, a little more prepared, a little more able to cope in that realm. I'm sure there's something very similar in nursing, in where you have to learn lots of chemistry and biology and those kinds of things. Then once we survive that, as it were, we move on to some of the celebratory events. Graduation at the end is one of those celebratory events. But importantly, nursing has something along the way, and that's the white coat. And so you're dressed beautifully today, but in a moment you'll have a white coat, and that will symbolize somehow a change. You've crossed a threshold into a professional world in which you are both person and professional, serving people who need your care and expertise. We're very glad you've chosen William Penn University and to be nursing professionals, and I wish you the best in every struggle and challenge and success in the future.
Well, Dr. Staley and respective associate faculty, incoming nurses, class of, have you figured this out yet? 2027. That means next year you'll be graduating. You're all smiling about that. For me, it's kind of an honor to be speaking at the white coat ceremony for William Penn Nursing Division. When I arrived at William Penn, I was proud to be a part of this institution because we promote inquiry, we promote science, collegiality, and a constant search for truth. It's a commitment to train the next generation of nurses while embracing that healthcare is a right. It's not a privilege. And the history of the white coat ceremony, lab coats were first worn by scientists in 1880s, and it was used to protect their skin from any substances that were working in laboratories. But the first white coat ceremony was in August 20th of 1993 at the Columbia University. This university educated physicians and surgeons, but since then, many schools in the United States and Canada and other countries hold similar events. This event for you signifies the beginning of a nursing student's journey. It symbolizes professionalism and caring and trust, which is something that we must earn from our patients that we care for. But I must say, I view this moment a little in a different way. While wearing a white coat for the rest of your life confers a sense of responsibility and privilege to me and to most of us who are nurses, and actually imparts a little bit of anxiety because most days our task as constantly searching to make sure we get it right. To wear this white coat means you have chosen to dedicate your life to the needs of others. I feel privileged that we have an opportunity to care for people and that we deliver care with our credo of exceptional care. Without exception, that is truly a privilege. And although there are many days when you will go home wondering, what did I do all day and whether I even solved any problems? But there is a true north of delivering care because it's an ultimate privilege. But nursing, it's a team sport. Each of you, as you go along life's long journey of learning and caring for patients, you're going to have many complex dilemmas and decision-making opportunities. It's a glorious journey, but it's challenging and daunting. And from my perspective, it is the key to succeeding in this space to appreciate the privilege you have been granted to treat patients. Now, patients are going to confide in you. They're going to talk about their anxieties. They're going to talk about their ailments. And they're going to reflect on many of their challenges. It may be that they're homeless or they don't have enough money. And you will provide a clinical environment where sometimes cancer really isn't their biggest problem. It's keeping the lights on, it's keeping the heat on, it's feeding their family. And it's an unbelievable, rewarding experience and privilege. But to have that privilege, we need to check our privilege, because nursing is an ultimate team sport. There is so much to know, and nursing changes rapidly that you can't keep up with everything. But the beauty of nursing is that it's a perfect intersection, an intersection of a commitment to knowledge, learning from others, listening to your patient, and that white coat you will put on today marks the beginning of that journey. Wherever your training takes you, wear your white coat. Wear your nursing title with pride, because it's of much greater importance, but make sure that you have humility. Because this is an important moment when anxiety is also coupled with the enormity of a challenge. The thrill of the adventure is balanced by the burden of responsibility. Under this big white coat, there are people who have helped you get here, we are recognizing today. There are influences and those who support you along the way. There's always Stephanie, who's in the office, who will pick up a lot of pieces. But as a proud member of the nursing profession, I welcome you to the start of a beautiful and a hopefully fulfilling lifelong journey. The white coat, it gives us confidence and trust among patients, but do not take advantage of this. Be a reminder of your need to embrace opportunities and make sure that you learn so that you and your patient can benefit. Take heed of my words and remember that the path to success is rugged and winding with a lot of hard work, which I know you have bestowed some of that already, and dedication, and you will ultimately get to the finish line. Learning, it begins from day one and it never stops. And I encourage you to be a sponge and absorb it, as much knowledge as possible, for the key is molding you into a great nurse. There's an inspirational quote I want to leave you with. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. So congratulations, white coat recipients, on this journey of selflessness and service to others, and I wish the very best to the William Penn University class of 2027. I know these students will be a part of a generation of nurses that will deliver high-quality, compassionate health care. Welcome, and thank you. At this time, I will invite Jay Skelhaus, who's part of our faculty, to present the names for the white coat.
As Dr. Brown said, my name is Jay Skelhaus. I'm the assistant director, but also a professor at William Penn in the nursing division. I just want to introduce myself. This is the procedure is this. I will call the student's name, and at that point, they will obviously rise and come to the center of the stage, and then Dr. Brown will give them a flower. And we want the students to have a microphone and kind of explain who is white coating them today and the significance that that person had in their life, and how they motivated them to be at this point. So So as I call their name, the person that's going to white coat can also come up to the stage and white coat them. Again, it'll take a little time, a little bit of logistics, but I think we can do this. And the rail is on that side of there. If you need that to get up, because the steps are a little bit steep here, so be careful when you come up to the stage. Okay? Everyone good with that? Okay. One more thing. They also have they made a little sign as well. And again, what we wanted the students to do with that is explain why the white coat is significant, what this day means to them. So they'll also do that. And for photos, certainly feel free to come up here and take the photos that you need. You can come up front if you would like and things like that. So, okay? All right. Aaliyah Bristow. Maybe not. I'll give you this one.
Today, my mom's going to be white coating me today. The reason why I chose my mom is because she's a prime example of selflessness, the first to give her last to someone in need. It doesn't matter, even if she doesn't have anything, the Lord always blesses her with her big heart. And she's just a prime example of, how I want to love people no matter what. And she's definitely shaped me and broken so many generational curses for me to be here today and express and show my love and compassion to patients in the future. And then what my white coat means to me, it means answered prayers and just me wanting to make sure in healthcare there's equity, everyone treated fairly, having access to all the needs that they need, and making sure that I'm a safe place for patients. Yeah.
Okay, good. Chloe Carrier.
My mom is the one that's coming up today to white coat me, and I chose her because her and my father both showed me what hard work, and I would not be standing here today if I didn't have them as an example.
It's good now.
My white coat represents, or if I have my white coat, I feel called to help in the moments when seconds matter the most.
Isabella Fulks.
So both my parents are giving me my white coat today. I can honestly say I don't think I'd have the courage to do any of this or probably even go to college if it wasn't for my parents. My mom was a OB nurse, and I look to her a lot whenever I'm really struggling. And my dad has always pushed me to do whatever I think I can do. And I just wouldn't be here without you guys. My white coat means to me just getting to help people who can't help themselves. I've had some trouble with mental health in the past, and I want to be able to help people the way that other people have helped me.
Morgan Hodge.
Also, having both of my parents come up and coach me today. They've always been my biggest supporters, front row of everything I do, and they've never made me feel like I can't do anything that I don't feel like doing. So they've really pushed me to chase all of my dreams. And then my white coat represents job stability while making a difference. The only way to do great work is to love what you do.
Grace McCumber.
I chose my mom to place my white coat on me because she has been my constant through life. She's been my strength, my safe space, and my greatest supporter. She's shown me what it truly means to care for other people, and she always reminds me why I belong on this path. My white coat represents the strength placed in me, the trust placed in me for the people I will fight for, and the privilege to serve them in their greatest time of need.
Macy McDonald.
I chose my father to cloak me today because he's always inspired me with his dedication and his work ethic, and he's always had my back. And to me, my white coat represents the beginning of my nursing career as a nurse.
Berkeley McKay.
So I had my mom come up. I'm gonna have her come and coat me. She's been my biggest supporter my whole life, and yeah, I'm gonna cry. She's just my best friend. So. So my white coat represents a calling, not just a career. And Ephesians 2:10 said, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good things, and which God has planned for us ahead of time." So.
Abigail Mitchell.
I chose my dad to white coat me because he is my best friend. He shows me what hard work and dedication is, and he's always there for me. So, thank you. My white coat represents the commitment and drive towards becoming a nurse.
Haley Pesic.
Alrighty, my mom is coming up to white coat me today. Both of my parents have always been there for me. They made me who I am today, and I just wouldn't be here without them. Oh, and she's like my twin. We look the same. So my white coat means using the gifts God gave to me to care for others.
Catherine Shuri.
I have picked my mom to white coat me today. She is my first example of compassion, strength, and unconditional love. When it's been easy for others to push me down, she's been the first one to pick me right back up. She shows me who I'm able to be and what I'm capable of. And this is not just a step in my career, but the sacrifice, prayers, and commitment it's taken. I couldn't have picked a better person to coat me. And my biggest thing is to live by hope. So my white coat represents a commitment to hope, grounded in science, strengthened by empathy, and guided by humility.
Morgan Taylor.
I chose my mom to give me my white coat today because she is my best friend. And every time I call her at like midnight and tell her that I don't think I can do this anymore, she's the person that tells me I still can. So yeah, she's always proud of me and I love her. So. All right, and my white coat means to me answering a calling placed on my heart long before I knew it was there.
Amber Van Gorp.
My youngest brother, Alex, is coming up to cloak me today. When I first started this journey of going back to school, he had been life flighted to Oklahoma, and half my family was down there for the first 3 months of school. But despite the distance and the unknown at the time, I still had the support of all of them. But Alex was the one to inspire me through his courage and his strength to get through all that. So, yeah. And my white coat means fulfilling the call to serve others.
Giovanna Valderrama.
I chose my brother to white coat me. I chose him because I want him to know that this path is attainable. He's the next to go off to college, and I want to lead by example. I carry my family with everything, through everything that I do, and yeah, I just want him to know that he can do this, and he's capable of so much more. Thank you. My white coat represents advocating for the unheard and giving care that sees people, not status.
Wyatt Wallingford.
I chose my mom to coat me today. She's the most compassionate person that I know, and I couldn't have done it without her and my dad's support. So thank you. And my little postcard says, "My white coat represents care, comfort, and commitment." So.
Allison Yondo.
Today I have chosen my mom and my dad. I chose them because they've been with me through every success and every downfall. They're truly my rock and really mean the most to me, and I wouldn't be here without them. Okay, and then my white coat represents my dedication to learning and my love for others and caring for others.
Emily Young.
I chose my parents to put on my white coat today. They show me what true hard work and dedication is, and they've always supported me, and I love them so much, and I couldn't do this without them. And then my white coat means dedicating my life to positively impacting others.
Okay, we got through that. And I would like everyone in the audience here that supports these nursing students and future nurses to give them a nice round of applause. That's very well deserved, right? You've survived some courses with me, so you're doing good. All right. Dr. Brown will now go through the nursing oath, and we will ask the students to stand. And the oath is on the back of your program, so if the audience wants to follow along with that, you can certainly do that. It's on the back of the program. Okay.
I am going to ask, because we have a lot of nurses that are in this crowd as well. If you are a nurse, faculty, parents, please stand up and join us in this oath, please. Would you please stand? As a nurse, dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns, act in a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of my care, apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients, exercise sound professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements, accepting the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence, promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient. With this pledge, I accept the duties and responsibilities that embody the nursing profession. I take this pledge voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations. Please be seated.
As you can see, this is a somewhat emotional time too. Just hearing your guys' stories, it's always fun to hear that, where your support comes from, right? So again, congratulations from me and from everyone in this room. So I think this is when we kind of conclude our ceremony. I'll go through a few closing remarks. I'll have a closing prayer, and then you are free to take pictures up front if you would like. I know that we would like to have a group picture, so before you guys scatter, we would like to have a group picture here on the steps, so don't leave quite yet. And we'll get you up on the steps so we can kind of stage this just a little bit, okay? So before you take off and hug your families, you got one more duty to do here, okay? Okay, so I'll close with a few remarks. As we conclude the white coat ceremony, we extend our sincere gratitude to the family and friends who have supported the students on every step of this journey. Your encouragement and sacrifice and belief in them has made this milestone possible. We also want to thank the faculty and staff for their dedication to educating and mentoring the next generation of nurses. Your guidance shapes not only skilled clinicians, but also passionate professionals. To our students today marks a new chapter. The white coat you wear represents commitment, service, and trust. You are entering a profession that will challenge you, inspire you, and allow you to make a lasting difference in other people's lives. Your future in nursing is bright, and we are proud to walk alongside you in this journey. Students, congratulations. Thank you for all being part of this meaningful celebration. Let's close this celebration with a word of prayer. Will you guys pray with me? Gracious God, we thank you for this very special day, for your calling you have placed on the hearts of these young students. Bless them as they continue their education. Grant them wisdom in their studies, compassion in their care, and strength in times of challenge. We thank you for the families and friends and faculty who have supported them along the way. As we leave this place, we ask for your protection for all those who are traveling from distances. May these students walk forward with confidence, integrity, and a heart of service. We ask all these things in your name, and all God's people say, amen. Okay, that concludes the ceremony part of this. As I said, students, if you could hang out, and we'll get some photo ops. And parents, you're certainly free to do that as well, with individually up front. If you want to use this as your backdrop, that'd be great. So students, if you could kind of, maybe Steph and Holly can come and kind of get these guys arranged. Okay, and